What are the implications of sugar spikes? Basically, she wants to know why I always say this, and this is a not good thing, why we want to avoid those blood sugar spikes. Okay, so what happens when you eat sugar? Sugar is in your bloodstream, and we don't want sugar in our bloodstream. So we say our blood sugar levels go up. When you eat a lot of sugar, you have high blood sugar, or hyperglycemia. There we go, that's high blood sugar. Our body doesn't want that sugar in our bloodstream, so we have something called insulin. Insulin is a hormone that I like to think of it like a grabber. If this is your sugar molecule, insulin just grabs that sugar molecule and brings it into your cell. Your cell, all the cells in your body love to have sugar in them. That's how they get powered. They get powered by sugar. So it's much better in your cells than it is in your bloodstream. So insulin just grabs the sugar, takes it out of your bloodstream, and shuttles it into the cell. That's a really good thing. However, our bodies are really good at secreting, unless we have, unfortunately, type 1 diabetes, our bodies are really good at secreting an appropriate amount of insulin for whole foods. So if I eat a zucchini, my body's gonna secrete exactly the amount of insulin that I need to grab onto that sugar, shuttle it into the cell, and I'm good. But a lot of times when we eat processed food or things that are higher in refined carbs or refined sugar, our insulin overcompensates. We have too much insulin, then there are a lot of grabbers out there and not enough sugar, and that leads us to this blood sugar swing. So we go up with our blood sugar because we're eating sugar, then we come crashing down because there's lots of insulin trying to compete for all that sugar and bring it into the cells, and that leads us into this swing, up and down and up and down. The short-term implications of that are you have more cravings. You'll definitely have more sugar cravings, and some people even more salty cravings during the day when your blood sugar is imbalanced. Potentially you'll gain weight if you have an insulin imbalance or your blood sugar's always up or down. You'll be moody. Most times when people are, have you heard the term hangry? That's when they're like irritable because they have low blood sugar or even high blood sugar. So all these things in the short term are negative implications. In the long term, if we have too much insulin ups and downs over time, our bodies become desensitized to that. So that's when we hear the term, if you've heard of insulin resistance, insulin insensitivity, things like that, when people are basically, their insulin response is not what it should be. And that over time, I'm certainly not saying that if you eat a bag of M&Ms, you're gonna get type 2 diabetes, but over time, many, many, many years of doing this, you can develop insulin resistance and eventually type 2 diabetes if you have too many blood sugar swings up and down. So that's why we don't want the blood sugar swings. Hope that helps.